50 meters down 5.8, 5.7, 30 meters down. Artemis 12 made a successful precision landing. Am I fucking this down? Ah! What up, tubers? It's Bunny here with my co-pilot Wormy. And this week's video, we're back in Kerbal Space Program. So without further ado, let's get into it. Mount grade? Well, yeah, it is kind of nighttime, but it is also like 5 in the morning because you can see the sky's getting brighter out here. But reason I didn't fast forward till the morning is because I've got a rover on the surface of the Mun and making amends right now. It's just now after, what is this, my 3rd year into this channel, that I must admit that the name of this big rock right here that kind of looks like Darth Vader's Death Star, it's pronounced just Mun, not Mun. So as you can see, there's a rover here called Munkar that's landed on this giant crater here in the center of the Mun. Let's see, it's kind of sort of farish side. Looks to be a little past midday. However, I am going to just let this rock swing around until it comes onto, like, probably like once, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically, I don't think this is the right phase for the Mun. So I'm just gonna let it swing around. Okay, we're there. Mount grade. Yes, I want the phase of the Moon to be proper. Because in this episode of Kerbal Space Program, we are going to be launching Artemis 12 on a flight to the Moon, or Mun, I mean Mun. And the point of Artemis 12 is to, once at the Moon, try to land as close as possible to the rover. I can't really get it in sight right there. Agreed. Yeah, it is basically like that. Agreed. Oh no, this is unrehearsed, obviously. So the crew for today's mission is our pilot, our good old pilot, Jebediah Kerman. We have our engineer, just to make sure that the rover stays in tip-top shape, Bill Kerman. Both of these Kerman brothers were on Artemis 7, I believe. So they've been to the Mun before, but they've never actually landed on the surface. Actually, this is going to be Jeb's 3rd time this channel to the Mun, because he did actually go around the Mun once. His first time was actually in my very first video. And joining these two less than intelligent green bobblehead astronauts is our rookie Felipe Kerman, also a pilot. He is going to be the co-pilot for this flight. And actually, speaking of flight, without further ado, let's go ahead with this night launch. I don't really do night launches on this channel, do I? Not great. Alright, all systems are go. Let's go ahead and ride this carp elevator, boys. Wormy, count us down. Mount grade. 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 Main engine ignition. Mount grade. Mount grade. Mount grade. Okay, Artemis 12 is now in a stable orbit, about 50 miles above the surface of Kerbin. It is now realigning itself in preparation for the eventual transmunar injection, TMI. And we are about 8.5 minutes into the flight now. For velocity at nearly 2,300 meters a second, I can probably get rid of the little orbit computer indicator right there now. Now let's go ahead and just zip our way to sunrise. Okay, I guess we got a bit of an orbit to do before we are able to do a transmuter injection. Say, I wonder, are we gonna pass over the Space Center? I don't know, I should probably stay focused. Okay, we're almost set to, okay. How's all systems looking, Wormy? Great. Okay, all systems are looking good as we go around to the night side of the planet. Just another half minute. Okay, Artemis 12, this is Houston. You are go for TMI. Over. And look at that. We've had ignition. Ooh, that roll. Ugh. It's getting us wobbling. That wasn't expected. Okay, 15 seconds away from expected engine shutdown. And... oh, wow! Just under 3,000 meters a second. That's impressive. How far do we get to the moon? Not even close, bud. Oh! Okay, we've had rocket ignition of the main stage. Full thrust. Okay, turning should be much easier now that we have all those engines, which can collectively gimbal together to allow for easier rollouts. And okay, cut off for a moment. Let's bring the periaps closer. Okay, 50 kilometers. And we kind of sort of get on sort of a free return trajectory even. So, we are now on course for the moon. Hardly having touched the fuel. Okay, maybe a little bit having touched the fuel. Well then, it's just a very simple matter of making our way to the moon. So, this is what, another, it's gonna be about 10 hours before we reach the moon. So, I'll go ahead and fast forward to that. We'll be right back after these messages.
It's our annual Bessie's Week now at Bessie's. All this week, come into any Bessie's restaurant and say the word Bessie while you order to get 50% off. You heard right, just say the word Bessie and get 50% off on your order. So, you like the special Bessie's burger? 50% off. Do you like our specialty fries stuffed with cheese? 50% off. Or maybe you like our non-trademark cheese-flavored frozen custard. You guessed it, 50% off! So, why are you standing up there when your stomach's empty? Don't bother thinking about it. Simply just come on over and fill your insides with Bessie's.
And welcome back. We are now in the grasps of the moon. We seem to be in the shadow of the moon, actually. And we are about less than 30 seconds away from scheduled time of ignition to go for an insertion of the spacecraft into orbit of the moon. Artemis 12, this is Houston. You are go for a lunar orbital insertion. Let's go into maneuver mode. 16 and a half seconds is when we go ahead and ignite. 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Okay, we've confirmed ignition, and the thrusters go. We have 17 engines powering this bad boy. We can probably turn the maneuver off. All we really need to look at is monitoring our Apple apps. Cut it. Let's see. 54.7965, 54.1205. We have a pretty stable orbit, I would say. Yeah, that's plenty stable. I chose the phase correctly. I normally don't do launch windows. Really, in the case of the Mun, I just launch a rocket, send it off, and land it wherever there's daylight. And, well, there's still daylight over here for the Mun car. I mean, I guess I couldn't have picked a better time. I mean, I probably could have, but whatever. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just warp the Artemis 12 spacecraft all the way over to the far side of the Mun, because that's where the daylight is, and that's where we have to prepare for landing. Let's see. The east far side crater. Passing over, I'm guessing that's another Artemis landing. But the one we're interested in is right there, the Mun car. So what I'm thinking is Artemis 12, if you can go retrograde, and I would say go ahead and lower your orbit to not so much to try landing on the surface, but definitely to bring the spacecraft lower so that we can attempt further descent. Okay, that should do. And maybe here over by this ascending node, this would be a good reference. Make another burn, basically one that would probably just aim toward the edge of the crater right here. And then what I'm thinking is one more maneuver, this one to kill off the horizontal velocity, and then basically to land on the lunar surface. But in all honesty, I am going to make a save point just in case something goes Kerbal on the way down. In fact, let's go ahead and recalibrate the altimeter. There we go. Now we're receiving ground altitude. Let's go ahead and ride this thing down, boys. Okay, we're within 75 kilometers of the rover. I don't know if the crater is that big, but if it is, I want to try to land within 25 kilometers. If I can't land within 25 kilometers of the rover, then I'm going to call an abort on this mission. Oh, getting within 25 kilometers won't be a problem at all. Alright, let's go ahead and kill the horizontal velocity. I might have chosen a little late to do that kind of maneuver. In fact, for this retrograde burn, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of let it turn like this. Okay. Of course, I obviously don't want to land on the buggy itself. Hopefully I can land safely. Okay, face north. And go for ignition. Okay, landing close to the rover isn't going to be a problem. My next objective is to make sure that we land softly and safely. I can even see the rocks now that make up part of this landing site. So I actually landed the rover off camera, I should mention that. Not too far from where I landed the rover should be the rocket tank. The tank for the third stage, the rocket upper stage, that I used to land this rover on the moon. I don't see it, but let's not worry about that right now. Right now, let's worry about landing safely, as we're down to 350 meters above the moon's surface, 14 meters a second, and decreasing in speed. 50 meters down 5.8, 5.7, 30 meters down. Okay, we've had touchdown. Almost didn't see the dust coming for a moment, actually. We have landed within 1 kilometer of the rover. Quite a success, right, Wormy?
Agreed.
Well, Jeb, you have waited 3 missions. This is the 3rd mission thus far, this channel, that you have been waiting. Go ahead and climb out of the spacecraft. I'll let you go down to the moon's surface. And nice landing. What is this crater anyway? EVA report? The moon's far side crater. The dust is getting everywhere. Alright, Jeb, go ahead and plant a flag. So this is the moon's far side crater. A good old rabbit American flag. Welcome to the far side crater. Here, Artemis 12 made a successful precision landing. September 2020 AD. We came in peace, obviously. The tragedy of a lunar landing becoming so routine. Am I right, Wormy? Oh, you can climb this thing? Hey! You can climb the flag! Kinda, sorta? I'm standing on the flag! Hooray! Oh, I'm gonna come down, hit the ground hard. Oh! Alright, Bill, you're next. Why are you just jumping down like that? Are you using physics to try to calm down? That's a dumb idea, Bill. Here we go! Oh! Lastly, Felipe Kerman. And of course, because we're on the moon's surface, I gotta take a picture of the crew on the surface. Alright, you're fine. Smile and say, rockets! So, Wormy, the question now remains. Should I remote control drive the rover over? Or should I take a Kerbal over to the rover, fly him over, and drive the rover over? What do you think? Gonna be a movie star. Baby, you can drive my car. Beep, beep. I'm here, boys. Up on. So here it is, the Kerbal Mung car. Inside we've got Jeb as the driver, Bill as one of the passengers, the left side passenger, and Felipe as the right side passenger. So, with this bad boy, we can go places. Okay. I see a spiky ridge rock over there. Let's go check that out. Golly, we're making good time. You know, I recall hearing a documentary once. Astronaut Eugene Cernan was the one to declare the holder of the world speed record in a lunar rover, which was what, 11 miles an hour downhill? Looky, 24 meters a second. I must be going 50 miles an hour. Downhill? I don't think I've gone this fast driving on curb and 27 meters a second. I'm gonna need to figure out just how fast we're going once we're done with this thing. 30 meters a second. Wow, we are making good time. Am I supposed to just shout? Ah! Why did I do this? Why did I do this? I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Jeb! Bill, Felipe! Why did I do this? Why did I ever do this? Be sure to tell your wives you love her! Oh! Kerbal! Kerbal! Oh! One of these bounces is gonna be bad. Oh. Well, no damage to the rover wheels, and I never heard any strange kerplunk or Kerbal noises, so if I check, let's just see. Never mind that stuff because, yeah, let's see. Yeah, looking at the stats, I think we're okay. I was just going much too fast on... What happened to the rocky outcrop? There it is! We continue our journey, boys! Just as I suspected, that's a crater right there. How are our wheels? Looking. Our wheels are still good. Oh no! Oh, Kerbal. Oh no! No. No. Oh, we were so close to the rock, too. Oh no! He's going down the side of the rock. He's going down. Oh no! Oh no! Come on, buddy. You gotta get up. You gotta get up. No. Stop rolling down the rock. Stop rolling down the crater. Come on. No. Okay, little buddy. I can get you out. You just need to stop sliding. Oh, come on, buddy. You better get back up to the... poop. Stand by. Okay. I got out of the crater. Let's go see if Felipe can overturn that car so that we can, if not make our way to the rock. Well, it's so nearby. I think it's worth a shot to get the car back up, right? There we go! Yes! Got the rover back on its side. Okay, we're all set. Let's go ahead and continue our way to that rock. Oh, wait a second. I think we've lost our source of power. I'm sorry, boys. We're going to have to actually abort that call, and we're going to have to make our way back to the spacecraft, and clearly fast. And then once we get back in this... Once we get back to... Oh no! Whee! Come on. Get it up right. Yes! I'm a genius. Okay, just 2 kilometers to go. Okay, we are under 100 units of electric charge. Okay. The car has been parked, and let's see, brakes are enabled. Do I want to do it wheels up, or let's just leave it wheels down like this? I mean, it doesn't really matter. With the generators destroyed, it's pretty certain it's definite that the car is just going to remain here in this spot right by the rocket to rest in peace. So this trip to the Mun has been quite a fun one, wouldn't you say, Wormy? About great. So we leave on the moon surface, the rover, a flag, and I could have sworn that there was supposed to be a rocket upper stage landed here somewhere. Maybe it just wasn't... Oh, I think it might have been auto-terminated. Okay. Well, with that, it's time to go ahead and return to Kerbin. However, I'm going to go ahead and call it an end to this episode of Kerbal Space Program. So in next week's video, I'm going back to Geoflight Simulator. We are going to do this month's event of the Jeff's Games, the Glide Challenge. Namely, how far can an aircraft glide, and how long can it stay aloft? Anyway, let's go ahead and lift off. I'll go ahead and ditch these ascent rockets for now. And we are out of here. And that is going to go ahead and conclude this week's video. So for Wormy Capellier, I'm Rabbit McFlopsy. We hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you all next week. India Alpha Bravo, Mercury, checking out.